Hi, this is Catalina Flores from Fit for the Top, and thank you for joining me on this personal development journey. In a few minutes I'm going to present you a very powerful technique that involves stepping. It's very effective to reduce your internal dialogue, to quiet your mind in dealing with chronic high stress and with anxiety conditions. It involves stepping on acupuncture points, and I know that for some of you this might seem unusual, but I promise you it's a legitimate technique, procedure. Now, we live in a chaotic world full of drama, of traumas, of stress, from natural disasters to terrorists to war to financial crisis. And somehow this impacts many of us. Live in a constant state of anxiety. We are anxious about our jobs, we are anxious about our relationships, about our governments, about our finances, we are anxious about our health. And this constant stress on the body-mind system takes its toll. Research shows that constant chronic stress negatively impacts the autoimmune system, increases the risk of heart diseases, abnormalities in weight, aggravates weight, and also addictive behaviors. But there are ways that are simple yet powerful that can help you deal with stress in a constructive way. Now, in my professional capacity, I meet people all over the world from various array of lives, from executives to entrepreneurs to talents climbing the corporate ladder to children and older people. And they come to me to help them with issues on coaching, and what we notice many times, the problem is not really the problem. Many times the issue is the state, and by this I mean psychological and physiological state. Somebody approaches a certain context that influences the level of performance. Because when we are stressed and when we are nervous, or we feel negative sensations in the body and negative emotions, this negatively impacts many times the level of performance. Now, I know that some of you might say, yeah, but you know, anger is good, motivates us. Yes, but I'm asking you, on long run, what would be the effect on your body of being motivated only through negative emotions? So, I travel the world to find out technologies that are very effective in helping us diminish and neutralize the negative emotions, eliminate stress, so we can create that space where we can operate and the best of us can flourish and get to work. And one of these techniques, one of these technologies is thought field therapy. This has been discovered and further developed by Dr. Roger Callahan in the United States for the past 30 years. And it involves tuning our focus, tuning in a certain thought field while tapping on certain points along the energy meridians, and these in a certain sequence, and this will impact the bioenergy level and field of the body and create healing and eliminate negative emotions. It's a very powerful technique, and the beauty of it is that it's drug-free, non-invasive, and no harm reported whatsoever. And I can use it myself. Actually, before I do something with my clients, I always try on myself. So this is a procedure you can use on yourself first, then with your children and people around you. And what I like, it gives you autonomy to do it by yourself. It's a self-help procedure. Now, I'm going to share with you the collarbone breathing. It takes about 3 minutes. You can do it twice a day at the beginning, in the morning and in the evening. And anytime you might find yourself, maybe your timing is off, or you feel confused, or you see that you chronically and constantly reverse concepts, words, actions, like you want to say left, you say right, or you misspell. Or you might find yourself hyperactive. It's a procedure that is very much used in the treatment of dyslexia and on treatment of stuttering, learning disabilities, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or attention deficit disorder. So you can give it a try if you like to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to present you this technique in the following way. I'm going to show it to you without talking. Then I'm going to present you the main elements, so dissect and present you the pillars and the components, so you understand what is this made of, the main elements. And thirdly, I'm going to go through the procedures with explanations. So based on your intention for watching this video and your preferred learning style, you might want to fast forward to the relevant section of the procedure, or you might choose to stay in flow with me and go through the whole procedure together. So it's your choice. Let's go. Okay, so you have noticed that there are some touching points on the body, and the touching points are called the collarbone spots or points, and you might find them by going down on your throat, and then you will notice a V shape in the middle of the collarbone. It's about the place where men tie their ties, not their ties. And you might want to go about 1 inch below, which is about 2.5 centimeters, and then 1 inch left or right. So 2.5 centimeters left or right. And then you'll find the 2 spots where the touching during this procedure takes place. There is another important element. During the whole procedure, you will tap. And where you tap, it's very easy to find. Between the tiny finger bone and the ring bone, there is an indentation. You go down about 1 centimeter. Down in this indentation, you can tap with 2 or 3 fingers. And that's you'll be doing for the whole duration of the breathing exercise, tapping. Okay? There are 5 breathing sequences. First, you breathe normally. Then you take a deep breath, hold for about 5 taps. Then release half. Keep it for 5 taps. Then release all, keep for 5 taps, and then you take half in while tapping 5 times. So breathe normally, deep breath, hold, half out, all out, half in. Now, it doesn't matter where you start, on the left side or on the right side. We're gonna tap with both hands, not simultaneously but sequentially. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm gonna start on the left side, which is your right. You might want to follow it. Whatever is easy for you, it does not matter, as long as we go through the whole cycle. Left, right with the left arm, and then right, left with the right arm. The more you do this, the more you'll develop your own style, and you will notice there are 8 touching positions. First with the pads of those 2 fingers, then with the knuckles, so we bend the fingers and we touch the knuckles, then we change sides with the knuckles, then the pads, then we change hand, here, here, and then here, here. Whatever works for you, it does not matter. Use your own style and make sure that you cover the whole sequence of breathing. So we have the breathing, we have the touching points, the tapping. So let's go. Before we go though, one important thing, when you use the knuckles, make sure that at all times only the knuckles are touching your body, because knuckles have a negative polarity, while the palms, the elbows, have positive polarity. Now, if during this exercise we touch the body with something that has negative polarity and something that has positive polarity, a short circuit will appear, and then the treatment will not be effective. So you want to use your time in an effective way. So make sure that you listen to the instructions and you keep everything away from the body except the knuckles during this particular sequence. Okay, now, so let's start. I start on the left side with the fingers and I start tapping, breathing normally for about 5 taps. Take a big deep breath, hold for about 5 taps, release half, hold for 5 taps, release all, hold for 5 taps, half in, hold for 5 taps, then bend and use the knuckles. Keep tapping, breathe in, 5 taps, hold, release, release all, half in, change side, breathe in, hold, release, 5 taps, release all, 5 taps, half in, then use fingers, breathe normally, breathe in, hold, half out, all out, half in, change hands, same side, hold, half out, all out, half in, knuckles, breathe normally, breathe in, hold, half out, all out, half in, change side, breathe normally, breathe in, hold, half out, all out, half in, pads, breathe in, hold, half out, all out, half in, and that's it. I'm very curious how far you will go in about a week of doing this twice a day, or whenever you might find yourself hyperactive, or that you inverse words and actions, or in any case you want to relax and reduce your internal dialogue. This is a fundamental piece in TFT, in the thought field therapy technology, collarbone breathing, and it's very much used in the treatment of various negative conditions and traumas when the normal algorithms do not work. So this is, if you want, like a foundation. If you want a strong house, you need a strong foundations. Otherwise, you know, it's like in the children's story with the three pigs and the wolf comes and whoosh, blows away the house. You want to practice this on a regular basis.